Well, I'm looking at the old headlines today, and I see that Alex Salmond says the currency union will hurt firms. Well, that may well be the case, but if we don't want to participate in the currency union, and the place that generates most of the cash is the Bank of England, and 80% of the market of the GDP is Great British Pound is in England, then I think we'll be bang on the button to say, nah. Sorry. I'll tell you what though, you can print your own money, or we'll print ours, and everyone will be happy. That's what an independent country means. And if you don't like that, then stay part of the UK. You can keep all the institutions and benefits of it. But what you can't do is get divorced, which is what this is, as I said before. You can't get divorced and then say, I only want to divorce you on the stuff that's of benefit to me. All the stuff that I want to keep in our relationship, I want to keep as if we're married. No, if I get divorced from someone, it means that we live in separate houses, we have separate bills, we pay for our bills separately, we have separate tax, we have separate everything. You only combine them if you want to be combined. You can't piss about and then say one for one thing and the other for another. So I think it's also more of an important question of, do you feel English or Scottish, or do you feel British? If you feel English or Scottish and you want an independent England or an independent Scotland, then the market bits and bobs and the economy bits and bobs and what's good for firms and what's good for not firms, all that stuff should really be pushed to one side, and you should say, I'm British, or I'm Scottish, or I'm English, and I'll take that and I will play whatever cards are dealt with me. It won't be anybody else's fault, and if it all goes pear-shaped, I'm not going to blame anybody in Edinburgh if you're English, and I'm not going to blame anyone in London if you're Scottish. And to have that, you have to have all of the levers at your power. You have to be able to do anything with interest rates, set taxes, and all the rest of it that any other country would do. You can't be relying on anybody else. I mean, Zimbabwe, for example, has the US dollar as its pseudo-official currency now. It has absolutely no way of determining what the US Federal Reserve is going to do, yet it does have pretty big implications on the Zimbabwean economy. So if you want to give up that kind of power, you can't really be an independent country. Anyway, this is really a point to say, I think that you're in or you're out. If you're in, you get the pound and all the rest of it. If you're out, you deal with it all yourself. Everything is yourself. You do everything and stand on your own 2 feet, and you don't expect anything from what would be the UK. There's no special favours. If you wouldn't ask Norway for it, you shouldn't ask us for it. End of story.